to get to the tough one. Just one tough
Which
one.
just reminds me, I
Okay.
gotta
Um,
think about well,
You can ask me. I'm an open book. I tell you, you can ask me any questions.
okay. How do you feel that the world thinks that how do you feel that the world thinks that you had something, just listening to people, they think that you had played a part in you know, death of Tupac?
Do they? I think the world, or is it about 5% idiots? That's how
Yeah.
I look at it. If you look at it and you break it down, anybody from LA, they know the real. They know what happened. That was some game banging activities. Now, was I neglect maybe for being responsible for the security and maybe some things that, I didn't treat him like we treat Michael Jackson and all of that? But that's because y'all in 2024 want to treat Tupac like Michael Jackson. In 1996, he was just a regular artist. He was just like LL Cool J or Busta Rhymes or who else?
Hold on. The question was, how do you feel about people feeling you had something to do with the death of Tupac? I just want y'all to remember so y'all don't get every time, let me tell y'all something. Every time Reggie lies, he looks off to his left. You see, every time he lies, y'all remember that face right there. Every time he lies, he looks off to the left. And I promise you, every time he lies, he looks off to the left. Watch this.
Choke, I got a question.
Yes.
So his answer to how do you feel about everybody is to say that in 1996 Tupac was a nobody. That's his answer.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think the majority would tend to disagree with that assessment that Tupac wasn't anybody until 2024. Tupac was the hottest name on the planet at that point.
He had the #1 album when he was in jail and came out and did it again with All Eyes on Me.
But he has to minimize, he has to trivialize him.
Right.
He has to make him subordinate.
Right. To make him look like it wasn't that important to be fucking doing security for him. When he's the most sought after, him and Biggie, the whole East Coast and West Coast. He's on the fucking West, he's on the East, and now he's nobody. He was just LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's it. That's all he was. That's all he was.
Yeah, okay, Reg. Deflate. Like I told you, this girl, she don't know enough. She don't know him like we know him. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta you can't hold her feet to the fire.
So you have the leak down. You have the leak down where he looks to the left.
Every time he lies, that's where he looks. He can't look in the camera. I'm gonna show you every time. Watch.
Is that because he's checking his handler to find out if they're, if he told the right answer?
It could be if his handler is his wife, because she's sitting over there.
Well, somebody's got to mop up the drool.
Right. Hold on.
Shit. What's that boy that just died? Coolio, the one that beat him out. They were the ones that just they were the artists like that. Lauryn Hill and the Fugees and all of them. Those, so we build people up to make them like.
Hold on, y'all want to agree that Coolio was bigger than goddamn motherfucking Tupac at that time, y'all? At Tupac death, Coolio was bigger than Tupac. This nigga right here is crazy, bro. Pardon the N-word, y'all.
Elvis and Bob Marley and all that, and deservedly so. Well, I'm just trying to say, he wasn't Michael Jackson in 1996.
You don't think that Tupac was the Michael Jackson of rap back then?
Not in 1996. If that's so, why did Coolio beat him for best album of the year? Why did Biggie Small get to open up the Soul Train award show and not Tupac?
Right.
There's so many examples, but it's hard to bring out and point out to those examples because you have so many Tupac fans and they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. And so I just sit back and be like, yep, he's Elvis. He's a modern day, he's our Black Elvis or whoever, which the things.
Y'all don't get it twisted out there. He hate Tupac. Do not get it twisted. He loved Tupac as much as he loved Big.
That he has done and his legacy has did over the last 30 years, I will give him that. We're talking about 1996.
Okay.
It wasn't people up there at the prison standing boycotting. Why we do him like that and all of that? That was just him and his entourage that was at the court building standing up.
What type of person was he?
I'm sorry, man.
What type of person was Tupac?
Wait till you hear this answer. What kind of, y'all remember your question? What kind of person was Tupac? Now look how he look off to the side. Every time, here he come. Watch this bullshit.
Tupac was like he comes across. He was wild, very smart, very smart. He has women loved him. He had a charm about himself. He knew how to talk to people. He knew how to bring out points. He had the political side, the Black Panther training in him. I'll tell y'all a story of when we was at the Brotherhood Crusade, and they were doing the thing for the 3 strike laws. And
yo, RJ, what was the question again?
Yeah, what do you think about Tupac as a person? Yeah.
Hey, yo, hold on. You ain't got no personal stories? Okay, Reggie.
Yeah.
And now we were putting up money. Suge was putting up money to oppose the 3 strike laws, and he brought out all his artists from from Snoop to Pac and all of them. And so after we left the Brotherhood Crusade, the meeting, the press conference, they went in the back room and they had about 10 or 15 reputable gang members from LA.
Where are your pictures with Tupac? Where are all your pictures with you and him with the arms around each other? Where were you at his house when he was having his birthday celebration with his mom and the Outlaws and everybody else? Where were you? You were such good friends. Show me, like you always say, show me 3 pictures of you and Tupac together. You know what you are? You're always at the back, like a peeping Tom. You're always at the back.
With the pooper scooper.
Yeah, yeah.
Picking up shit.
3 pictures. That's all we want. 3 pictures. You and Tupac. I'll settle for two pictures. One gonna be photoshopped. No.
And he was talking to him, and people were saying, "Well, y'all need to do this and donate money and do this to this person, and do this and do that." And Tupac was like, "Hey, we ain't that rich. We ain't got money like that. That's the government's job. But what we can do is we can go when we do a concert.
We ain't got money because you ain't paying
do stuff
them
in the neighborhood, the days and
ain't got no
leading
money
up to the concert and stuff like that.
Y'all
and we do
it.
this and we do that into that particular community that we in at that time."
Right.
Who does that now?
What community?
You go and watch
that?
All-Star, the NBA All-Star Weekend, or the NFL, or the Super Bowl. They go out into the community of that week and donate money to all the different organizations, the local organizations in that community. They go out and build things like playgrounds and stuff like that in that community where they go in and performing at the show.
How much money did he donate to any of them? How much money did he personally donate to any one of those charities? Okay?
Yeah,
seriously.
He's spinning her. She done forgot the question.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's off on another planet talking about shit at this point, talking about charities and talking about stuff. He just rambling.
Wow. Like she asked you, how was Tupac as a person?
As a person, and he's talking about.
You would have asked Suge that. He would have some personal stories. You would have asked Daz that. He would have some personal stories. This thing
y'all look like you took out a copy of Vibe magazine and was reading an article about him. Wow.
All the stuff he talking about, people that was born after he was dead, no. Like that shit from magazines and interviews and shit like that.